In this episode of It's Scary to Remarry, I want to discuss putting all your stock into sex. What's up, y'all? It's Shon, Hyneman here with another episode of It's Scary to Remarry, and I'm going to talk about the topic we all love to talk about, and that is sex. Now, this is my opinion, and this is coming from couples that I've coached and counseled over the years, whether they were married or divorced, or going through a situationship, whatever it is, But I want to talk about this because I know we live in a sexually aggressive culture, but at the same time, this video is for the man or the woman who is tired of sleeping around and they want more out of their relationship than just sex, or they're just tired of having sex, I should say, to think that that's going to land them a potential spouse or a long-term relationship. And a lot of times when you lead with sex, it doesn't work like that. Now, I know there's going to be some people in the comment section that's going to say, yeah, we had sex on the first night and we've been happily married for 95 years. Yeah, I get that. I don't want to talk about the anomaly. I'm talking about, the norm. Let's talk about that. Because a lot of times, especially with my ladies, I know you think that the sex is going to get them. It'll get him, but it won't keep him. A man can get sex from anywhere, to be honest with you. I mean, a man can get it, from Lord knows how many different options. But you want to make sure that you are special. What's going to set you apart from other women? That's the question. Are you willing to hold out for a while to get to actually know this person? Because one thing I learned about sex is, especially if you plan on getting married or you want to have a long-term relationship, commitment with someone, after those 5 minutes, there's so much more to the relationship. Like, you just not going to sleep around and have sex all day and eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. It doesn't work like that. You got to pay bills, you got kids, or your job, your career, friendships. Like, there's so much more to relationships than sex. Now, don't get me wrong, sex is important, but at the same time, this is about people who try to lead with sex, thinking that it's going to land them the potential spouse that they want, but it doesn't work like that. One thing I've learned over time is, because for me growing up, I really wasn't into sleeping around a lot. I just wanted to put value on my body. Like, I just didn't want everybody to know me sexually as a man. And I know that sounds weird, in our culture, but at the same time, I wanted to value myself. I didn't want everybody to know that they had me, right? I was even pressured by my dad to try to have sex with as many women as possible, but I just knew I was just cut from a different cloth. Like, I wanted to be with somebody, long term, or get married to somebody and just be with that person. I just never really wanted to get around and have all those soul ties and all those connections. I was pressured more into having sex with, a bunch of women, just because of friends and stuff like that. And, looking back, I'm just like, wow, that was more pressure because, I got to make sure that I'm lying on myself to keep up with the brothers, right? It's crazy. But let me say this about sex. I was reading a book. I don't know if it was by Shanti Feldhahn. I don't know. I think it was a book she wrote called For Women Only. I don't know. Maybe it was. The cover was like pink and black. But somebody help me if you maybe read this before. But she blew me away when she said this about sex. She said, now this is from my old school folks. So, if you 30 and over, you know what I'm talking about. Back in the day when we used to iron clothes, I don't know if folks iron clothes anymore, but you used to have lint on your clothes, and we couldn't get the lint roller, so we would get tape. We would get tape, and we would roll the tape on our hands and roll it and pat it on the clothes to get the lint off. And if you notice, when you look at the tape after you get all the lint off, there's a bunch of lint and the tape is no longer sticky. And I'm just paraphrasing from what she said in the book. And she said that's how our bodies are when it comes to us sleeping around with a lot of people, that we lose our stickiness. So by the time we get married, we don't have any stickiness. We're not even really connected anymore because we've caught so many bodies over the years that we lose our stickiness. But you know, the one thing I love about God is forgiving, and he'll give you your stickiness back as long as you repent from, you know, mistakes that we've made in the past. And this is including me too. I'm not preaching just to you, but this is for me too. But just take some time to get to know someone before you decide to have sex, and see how that works, because a lot of times we jump into relationships thinking that doing the same thing over and over again is going to give us different results, but it doesn't. I said in the previous video, what are you doing different to get you different results? And that's the only way that's going to help you land the potential spouse that you want, or that special someone in your life. So let's not try to lead with sex. Let's try to be you know, a little more intentional about getting to know other people. And then by not just having sex with random people, it also weed out the people in your life that they don't, you know, they're not going to be around, because once you tell them that, you know, you're not having sex with them, they'll eventually leave, and it weeds out all the bad people. So you don't have to be in this pool of men or women trying to figure out who is the right one for you, because once you tell them that, they'll eventually leave. And then that one who really cares about knowing you and not so much of your body, they're going to stick around, and they're going to want to love you for you. Anyway, tell me what y'all think. I'm rambling right now. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. I'm around 45 subscribers away. Thank you all for the love. Please hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. I am open to everybody's opinions and ideas. Make sure that you also share this video with a friend. I think someone, you know, might need this. This is Shon Hyneman at It's Scary to Remarry, and always remember to love fearlessly.